how YouTube works for me. Okay. Right. Work. Okay. I just set up my other key there. We shop, sci-fi, documentary, entertainment, education, science and technology. That's my goal. Okay. Sorry, I just added my YouTube too in this. So that's nice. I like that. I like that. I like I can do both together. I know. So yeah, the body element defines the HTML document body. Only content inside of the body is shown in the browser. The H1 element defines a large heading. The P element defines a paragraph. There are many other tags, element tags, used for different purpose. For example, there are tags for buttons, images, lists, and many more like you will have for videos, for adding other people's website, frames, and other things. Tags can contain attributes such as class attributes, which can be used to style an element. Example, make a tag of different color. So here in this, if we add P with the style or bold text as the class, it will make it bold, just like in Word it is. Or SRC attribute, which is used on images to specify the location of an image, so where the image is, if you're using. Attributes are basically, think of it if you have done coding as um, functions like, things you enter parameters, arguments. Attributes are also the same name for that, but yeah, think of it that way. An element can have multiple attributes, each of its own unique purpose. Example, P attribute, P paragraph will have attribute 1 with value 1. So this will be like a class, this will be ID, this will be something else, blah, blah, blah. Style is a big one too. There are billion, there not billion, but like there are hundreds different to them. So, but main are like ID, classes, stuff like that. Elements can also have an ID attribute. Paragraph ID example, which is unique to the element. Unlike the class attribute where multiple elements can use the same class, an element must have different IDs to identify them uniquely. Element element IDs are used for styling and to identify it by JavaScript. So the reason a lot of time ID is used, so JavaScript can make changes to this specific reason. Or when you are interacting, right, JavaScript can know, okay, where to get the value from and what stuff. You can view the HTML of any website by right-clicking and selecting View Page Source. Chrome shows page source for Safari. So like here, I can say inspect, or which will show me, or I can just go here, view, and it will be, no, not here, I go, edit, View page source. No, no, just show here. Um, Services. Interesting. I don't see view page source here. I have seen it before. Oh, because I have selected stuff. Probably that's why. View page source here. This will open the whole um, page. Happy. So you see HTML head title is meta link scripts which are for JavaScript CSS stuff. Yeah. So let's get back. Answer the question below. Let's play with some HTML. On the right hand side, you should see a box that renders HTML. If you enter some HTML into the box and click the green render HTML code, it will render your HTML on the page. You should see an image of your cats. Okay. Okay, so I have to visit the site for this. I think they have a shortcut for this, but never mind. Render HTML code button. You see, let's click here. This will render the HTML code. Cat website, see images of all my cats. Now, one of the images of the cat is broken, fix it. And the image will reveal the hidden text in answer. So here you see add dog image here, cat one. You see there is like JPG is missing. So let's add that. And you see HTML hero. Interesting. So that's what we need, HTML hero. Add a dog image to the page by adding another image tag on line 11, which is here basically where we were told. The dog image location is image dog-1 png. What is the text or in the dog image? So let's just copy here. Why to type the whole thing? Or even let's copy here. So you don't have to change one or two. Okay. Let's change and let's move this to dog. Okay, I think PNG. Oh, this is JPG. So PNG render HTML dog HTML. So I think I've been able to get that. So cool, we have completed our HTML1. So let's forget about this and task 2 completed. Task 3, JavaScript. JavaScript is one of the most popular coding languages in the world. Interestingly, I think GitHub did a study or like gave the survey results of its whole platform. Excuse me. So JavaScript, what it did, it like went and saw all the projects, what coding languages they were using, blah blah blah. It found out JavaScript was the number one. After that was Python, and I think it was like just almost twice as much used, or like number of times. So JavaScript is a big selling point. JavaScript is one of the most popular coding languages in the world and allows pages to become interactive. HTML is used to create website structure and content, while JavaScript is used to control the functionality of web pages. Without JavaScript, a page would not have interactive elements and would always be static. So HTML is more about the static stuff like um, this uh, website or this heading and stuff like that. But JavaScript is when we click on this view site button, it creates a half window. This is JavaScript. In this interaction is also JavaScript, basically. So that's the big difference, right? JavaScript, a page would have no interactive elements and would always be static if JavaScript is not used. JavaScript can dynamically update the page in real time, giving functionalities to change the style of a button when a particular event on the page occurs, such as when a user clicks a button or to display moving animations, or even, for example, when you click or you hover over a link, right? It highlights and underlines. So that's basically JavaScript. Something different is happening. If because of an event, something has happened, that's basically JavaScript. JavaScript is added when a page source code and can be either loaded within script tags or can be included remotely with the SRC attribute. Script tag, okay, JavaScript is added within the page source code. Yeah, so you use the script tag to include this in the page source and can either be loaded with the script tag or can be included remotely with the source attribute. So either you can like create the source tag here, just like we had in HTML. You create source, right, and have all the code here, or you can just have the src and the location of the file and it will be added. The following JavaScript code finds the HTML element on the page with the ID of demo and changes the element's content to hack the planet. So if we do this, in this, what it's saying, this is the document, if you remember, right, DOM. So this whole thing which we see here is the document. Get element by ID is basically a function by API, you can see, or a function by the browser and the DOM provided, so we can get an element based on its ID, um, and or a tag based on the ID, and the ID name is demo. What we want, this is, now we have the whole tag or the whole thing, and what we want to do is like get its inner HTML and change it with hack the planet title. HTML elements can also have events such as on click or on hover, just like I said, right? If we click here on hover, this changes. That's JavaScript. On click, it will like do something like that. That executes JavaScript when the event occurs. The following code changes the text of the element with the demo ID to button click. So on click, there is a tag or element which has ID demo. Once on click happens, button click is from click me. If the button has click me as the text, it will be changed to button click. Click the view site button on this task. On the right hand side, add JavaScript that changes the demo elements content to the hack the planet. Answer format task on the right hand side, and okay, let's do this. Click view site on the right hand side, add JavaScript that changes demo elements content to hack the planet. Okay, add your JavaScript here. So I just have to copy paste this. Basically, there is here. So, and if you want me to try that, you just type it really quick here. So document dot get element by ID demo is the element name equals to hack the planet, right? Inner HTML. So, or inner text actually. Inner text is a much better uh, thing to use than inner HTML, because in HTML you can add another script or something. Here we want to add, and that's recommended. The planet So use inner text instead of inner HTML. So an embedded page at static lab tryhackme.cloud says, congratulations, the answer to the question is JS is fun. Okay. I will show you something interesting after this too, or I can just show you right now. You will find that this was here. JS is fun. Here I will show you. So you see here, JS is fun. So check answer. Get the element if the inner HTML lowercase equals this, create an alert. So I don't even have to do that technically. But yeah, just something fun for you to look once you do this. Add the button HTML from this task that changes the HTML's text to button click. For this task that changes the element's text from button click to button click on the editor on the right hand side. Update the code by clicking the render HTML.js code button and then click the button. Okay, so basically add this render. There is an error with your JavaScript. Okay. Um, body script paste here with me button click. No answers needed. So let's close this one. Let's go to task 3. Oh, 4. Sensitive data exposure. OWASP vulnerability. It's and it's funny that it's such a big one. It happens so much. Let's get into it. Sensitive data exposure occurs when a website doesn't properly protect or remove sensitive, clear text information to the end user, usually found in a site's front-end source code. So basically, it happens when a website don't properly protect or remove sensitive data managed to the end user, usually found in site's front-end source code. So if there is anything sensitive like password, ID, it's called personal identification information PII, something like that. We know. Okay, I'm checking. The noise is still high. Just high. I guess. Suppression level. Suppression level is much better, I guess now. With the to reduce the suppression level, and the noise will be much better. Hopefully, this is what I want. trying to understand. This is RN noise. Reversely, it's a much better. There we go. There's no problem. It's just fine. Is this better? The problem with RN is basically it's breaking. The battery peaks. I'm gonna try to keep my laptop even more away from me. What do you mean one sec? What? Oh, the another problem that happened. Okay, I think this is much better. Hello, hello, want to see my question? Yeah, no. Okay. Hello, want to see my question? Okay, let's see. Someone do something good for me. Hello, hello. Want to see my question? Hmm. Yeah. Let's just do task 4 and 5 and then. Hmm? AirPods have been listed. Give me one second. Let me see if AirPods will help in that because. AirPods have been listed. At this point, whatever helps, I will be very helpful. I will be very thankful. Is this better?
Hmm. Maybe it did work. All good. Let's start with sensitive data exposure. Yeah, this is much better. Huh. I just have to add the noise gate now. I guess that now it makes sense to add it. Noise gate. Yeah. So let's start with sensitive data exposure task 4. Sensitive data exposure occurs when a website doesn't properly protect or remove sensitive, clear text information to the end user, usually found in a website's front end source code. We know we now know that websites are built using many HTML element tags, all of which we can see simply by viewing the page source. A website developer may have forgotten to remove login credentials, hidden links to private parts of the website, and other sensitive data shown in HTML or JavaScript. So basically, something like API keys, passwords, internal links, stuff like that. Sensitive information can be potentially leveraged to further an attacker's access within different parts of a web application. For example, there could be HTML comments with temporary login credentials, and if you viewed the page source course and found this, you could see these credentials to you could use these credentials to log in elsewhere on the application, or worse, used to access other backend components of the site. So you will have access to like database, you can make changes, extra configuration information, and the source code itself, like the algorithm source code. Whenever you are accessing a web application for security issues, one of the first thing you should do is review the page source code to see if you can find any exposed login credentials or hidden links. So basically, if you are a bug bounty hunter, first thing to do is look at their page source code to find anything exposed by them. View the website on this task. What is the password hidden in the source code? Okay, let's see. Correct. Actually, not inspect. View page source code. Password, password, password. Browser password. Okay, let's see. There is only one. Okay, let me go back. I think I should just look at this frames. View frame source. So here's the frame source, and to do, remove temporary credentials, admin, and test password. Let's take this. Admin, congratulations. Boom, boom, boom goes the dynamite, boys. 88% done. Let's go. HTML injection is a vulnerability that occurs when unfiltered user input is displayed on the page. If a website fails to sanitize user input, filter any malicious text that a user inputs into a website. So basically, it's saying similar to cross-site scripting, and that input is used on the page. An attacker can inject HTML code into a vulnerable website. So HTML injection, this type of vulnerability is basically when you enter some data, right? Like the admin password thing we just did. So when you're entering that data, you also are able to enter those tags with some like source code. So for example, we had the script tag. We entered the script tag and we had the source as a out um, JavaScript file on our website, which is a malicious, which contains malicious code that will be used by this website, and then we are have might have admin access or something critical from that website. A vulnerability you'll explore in another lab is okay. Sorry, first, input sanitization is very important in keeping a website secure, as information user inputs into a website is often used in other front end and back end functionality. A vulnerability you will explore in another lab is database injection, where you can manipulate a database lookup query to log in as another user by controlling the input that's directly used in the query. But for now, let's focus on HTML injection, which is client side. Database injection, SQL injection, I think is similar. So for now, let's look at the site. When a user has control on how their input is displayed, they can submit HTML or JavaScript code and the browser will use it on the page, allowing the user to control page appearances and functionality. So basically, user types information into input field. What's your name? Say hi. So whatever I can enter, the input is used in a JavaScript function to show the names on the page. Welcome Fred blogs. So what this is the function, right? JavaScript get the based on the element ID name, get the value, document.get. That's why I told you inner text, not inner HTML, inner text. Welcome this. No input is sanitized, so you can write your own HTML or JavaScript and it will be used on the page. The image above shows how a form in outputs text to the page. Whatever the page, one sec, I'll do one thing. Here, one sec. Okay, hopefully this is good. Huh. I don't think my okay. 1 2 3 mic testing. 1 2 3 mic testing. I'm just trying to see how long for a second. Just to, okay, cool. Let's work on the HTML injection. So The image above shows how a form inputs text to the page. Whatever the user inputs into the what's your name field, it is passed to a JavaScript function and the output to the page, which means if the user adds their own HTML or JavaScript in the field, it is used in the say hi function and is added to the page. This means you can add your own HTML, such as h1 tag, and it will output your input as pure HTML. The general rule is never to trust user input. To prevent malicious input, the website developer should sanitize everything the user enters before using it in the JavaScript function. In this case, a developer could remove any HTML tags. Hmm. Okay, so during sanitization, developer can add stuff, do stuff. So there are I think six, if I'm not wrong. There are five or six things for sanitization you should remove, which I covered in the cross-site scripting piece. View the website on this task and inject HTML so that malicious link to hacker.com is shown. Okay, what's your name? I'm thinking, what do I have to do exactly? Malicious link is shown. View the website on the stars injected. Just thinking, view the website on the stars and inject HTML so that you have to inject HTML so that things are displayed. Hmm, by tag. I'll just put this in alert maybe. So everything is printed out, which I can do. Eh, see what happens here. Tag name. Okay. Let me just check. I don't want to see the say hi function name. What's your name? This is it, right? So there is no div. There is div. So um T capital N capital get element by tag name. Tag name, or no, tag name TD. Yeah, so what I did, so what I want to do is loop through all, right? So copy, paste, input by tag name, but I want div, length, show result for each. There is the link. Okay, here I can see the link. Wait, malicious link to hacker.com. View this website on this task and inject HTML so a malicious link to the hacker. I don't think vulnerable site is the one. That's good. Not. Okay, welcome to wire for each input dot each. I don't want to, I want like this. Not working. Function is this. Copy, pull here, right? I'm just thinking. how, what to do exactly. Inject HTML. Any idea? Anybody got any idea? Like a hints for me? I'm completely dead. Hey, what's your hello? Hello. Okay. Now let's see. Something is going to be added to the link. Inject HTML so that a malicious link to this site is shown. Malicious link. So we see, let's say, not this one, wrong button. View frame source. Let's just see about this, right? Welcome message in your HTML. Welcome name. Okay. So basically, just inject HTML. Okay, I'll just inject HTML. Inject HTML inject करना है. I'm injecting script or cross-site scripting HTML. So span hello span. What happened? Something definitely happened. I'm not able to understand what is going on right now. Like what exactly it is asking. So let's go for hint. Wait. Google how to access HTML link and use it as input. Create a HTML link. Create an HTML link. Anchor tag. So ref from okay, nice. HTML injection. Cool. That took some time. Nice. Sweet. Thank you so much, guys. Today was good. 7:30 took like around 1 hour complete stuff, but finally we did it. Sweet. Thank you so much for watching the stream. It was nice. I'm going to try be more punctual, try to work harder, and try to make more progress. Okay. Thank you and see you guys later. Bye.